Hey everyone, I'm Eric Bowman, Editor-in-Chief for TravelPulse here on board the brand new Disney Destiny. I'm with Yolanda Cade, Vice President of Communications and Public Affairs for Disney Signature Experiences. Yolanda, thank you so much for having us on board.
Thank you so much for being here. We are so excited and delighted to be welcoming, our seventh ship in the Disney Cruise Line fleet. How exciting is that?
Super exciting,
Yeah.
yes. This is part of the Wish class.
Yes.
Here we had the Wish and the Treasure, now the Destiny. So tell our viewers a little bit about the highlights here and how this ship was built with families in mind.
Yeah, we really love that the Disney Destiny kind of really reinforces and just strengthens our position in the cruise industry as, a leader in family cruising. And we purposefully built these ships for families, right? I know your family is enjoying the ship today, but we really do that in some special ways. One of the ways we do that is having appointed spaces, dedicated spaces for adults where they can relax and unwind, whether it's dining or spa, or relaxing, having a night out, having a cocktail, and then our kids' spaces, which are like no other, where they meet, they play, they interact with their favorite characters in our kids club, and our club's designed specifically for our kids, but then just the legendary entertainment, our Broadway style shows, and incredible immersive dining where the family can come together all as one, and then just the amazing stories that everybody in the family can connect to. There's magic and there's a story around every corner. So, on the Disney Destiny, every member of the family can enjoy and have so much fun.
Certainly, yes. My kids are having a great time in the
Yes.
Hero Zone in the
Yes.
Oceaneers Club downstairs, and
They
I
go
know.
down the slide.
Oh yes, my daughter loved the slide. Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. It's a fun way to enter in a kids club for
That's
sure.
right.
And I know I've already talked to a few parents who said,
Yeah.
"See you later. I'm going to the Hideaway."
That's right.
So
That's
for
right.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, congratulations are in order for Disney Cruise Line winning
Thank you.
the Gold Travie for Best Family Cruise Line at our Travie Awards
Absolutely.
recently. So,
Absolutely.
can you tell our viewers a little bit about how this Disney Destiny stands out amongst all the other ships in the cruise line, in the Disney Cruise Line fleet?
Yeah, well, I like to think of Disney Cruise Line like a storybook. And if you think of each ship, magic, wonder, dream, fantasy, wish, treasure, now coming forward with to destiny, each of them is a chapter in that book. So when you open that chapter, you are experiencing new stories from Disney, Marvel, Pixar. And so it really further gives us an opportunity to tell those great stories. And as you know, and our guests all know, no one delivers value like Disney Cruise Line, because you essentially get not only a cruise, but you're getting 3 vacations in one. And the Disney Destiny gives us an opportunity to do that in new, exciting ways with stories we've never told before and so many firsts.
Yes, like the Hercules show. I'm pretty excited about that.
yes.
Can you give us a little glimpse of that? And then also the other dining show for two and Lion King?
Absolutely. 2 of our first that we're super excited about. Who doesn't love the classic story of the animated film, The Lion King, right? So this is Disney's first ever restaurant devoted to the songs and the tales of heroism and purpose. So it's not just a dining experience. There are storytellers that will come out and they will take our guests while they're dining under a thatched roof with torches through the journey of how Simba goes from becoming a cub to becoming king, right? So everyone's going to be singing Hakuna Matata when they leave. But even the restaurant itself, you walk in and you're actually walking into a savanna, it feels like, and you're looking around and there'll be sunsets and sunrises as you dine. And that's the first ever. And tonight, Disney's Hercules is a new, fresh adaptation of the story of how, Hercules goes from zero to hero with brand new songs and just a new retelling of that story in a unique way, and the whole family can enjoy it. So that's very special to the Disney Destiny.
Yeah, so I'm very
Yes.
much looking forward to that show
Absolutely.
later tonight. And
I'm going to hand you a tambourine because you will be up on your feet clapping. I got a sneak peek at a rehearsal studio in Toronto. It is really something special. And we believe our guest will actually maybe even choose the Disney Destiny to experience, great special shows like Hercules.
Love that. Yes, the
Yeah.
heroes and the villains theme here too.
All
So
of
very,
them.
very
Yes.
exciting. So you mentioned a little bit of value. So I
Yeah.
kind of want to segue in that,
Yes.
where Disney has some powerful options with land
Yes.
and sea. Can you talk to our advisors a little bit about that, on how we can pair that together and position that to their clients?
Okay, I think pairing is an interesting word because here's how I often describe it. I think about a Disney vacation on land and sea, sort of like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? They just kind of mesh well together. 2 flavors that mix well together. There's something very special about walking into any of our parks around the world. There's magic and incredible attractions where you can build memories. Equally but different on board a different Disney cruise is in combining those two. And in often cases, like in our Florida home ports, you can do that in a short drive. And then you can have a different experience when you step on board the ship. We love that our guests get to meet and play with our characters here. So our kids in our Oceaneers Club, they're playing with Spider-Man, they're with Anna and Elsa, and they're playing games with them, and they're interacting on board. They're immersed in the stories, living in them, walking with them. And all of our heroes and villains are living on board with us, and we're having these great adventures. And then we're even bringing that to life in entertainment, in our various venues. You may bump into Dr. Facilier, and he may do a card trick for you, right? If you're in the Grand Hall, standing next to the Black Panther statue, who knows, you might see Loki, and all of our heroes and villains may come together. So again, just a number of ways to experience our ship, and it's truly special. So if you think about it in that way, that incredible value, those 3 vacations in one, Disney Destiny, kind of adds to that library of storytelling opportunities for your guest.
Excellent. So we know there's some new ships coming out. What can you tell us about what's next for Disney Cruise Line?
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that you asked this question. We obsess about it because we are always thinking about what's next. And we're really excited to be growing the Disney Cruise Line fleet from now 7 with Destiny to 13 ships by 2031, starting with the Disney Adventure, who will be home ported in Singapore in March of 26. We will welcome her. A 4th Wish class ship will be coming online in 27, and then it continues from 28 all the way through 31. We'll be introducing brand new ships, more stories from that Disney library, more adventures, more details, more ways for Walt Disney Imagineering to delight our guests on our cruise ship. So it's sort of a castle on the sea, as we like to say. So stay tuned. So much more to come.
Nice. Yeah, we know it's going to be about 30% smaller than these Wish class ships on the new one.
Yes.
So yeah, a little tighter, depending on how you feel about crowds out there. Take your pick on that. And then I know you want to go to Asia, so Disney Adventure. That's going to be pretty exciting out there in Singapore.
Home ported in Singapore, and if you think about that region of the world, Disney Cruise Line is just a great ambassador for our brand, and it's a way for us to bring the magic of Disney to different places, different destinations, and different continents around the world. So there is something for everyone, right, on board our ships, a range of itineraries, a range of activities, a range of stories. So there's no shortage of ways for your guests to have fun on board our ships. It is the perfect Disney vacation.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for having us, Yolanda, and giving us insights on Disney Cruise Line.
Great, and I look forward to seeing you around the ship, and then I'll see you at Hercules tonight, right?
You definitely will. Yes, I will be singing, not too loud, though, so I don't want to disturb my neighbors, but I will definitely be singing.
Absolutely. Okay, well, we'll see you there.
Thanks, Yolanda.
Thank you.